Good morning and welcome to the first video in the Performance Evaluation System training series. In today's video, we're simply going to take a quick look at the structure of the performance evaluation system, not from a real technical viewpoint, but just to give you a sense of what's in the system. And we're also at the very end just going to introduce you to the initial splash screen um, and show you quickly what you can do with this system. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the system components. So you'll see here all the system components, and you'll see that they are stored in a file called or file folder, I should say, called the Performance Evaluation System. Within that folder, you will see other folders. You'll see a number of folders here with what look like the division and program names: environmental health, finance, administration, children's services. Um, and that's exactly what they are. They're for the individual programs, and uh, eventually they would be storing the employee evaluations for each employee within those programs. You'll also see some, we'll call them program folders: employee survey data, employee survey summaries, employee survey yearly trends. These store various workbooks that are created through the system, um, that the system uses to do things like annual summaries of employee survey data or multi-year trends of employee service data. And you'll also see similarly here for performance review data, performance review summaries, performance review yearly trends. They store some of these, we'll call them summary data files, so bringing data together. And those are the files that can be accessed to look at graphs and other things, which we'll show you in other videos. You'll also see a number of, we'll call them template workbooks down here, Excel workbooks. The main one, and really the only one that you should be opening up and using, is the CCHD Performance Evaluation System workbook. And at the very end of this video, we'll open it up and show you what happens. This is the portal to get into the system. This is what you're going to access. All the rest of these things are accessed through this one, CCHD Performance Evaluation System. They're accessed through there, but I'll quickly just tell you what they are. You have the county form, which mimics the county's performance evaluation form that has to be filled out annually. And you'll see in other videos how we auto-populate that. ESS stands for Employee Satisfaction Survey. This is a template workbook that is used to create annual survey data for each employee, annual employee satisfaction survey data, and it aggregates all of that and creates graphs. Same thing here, except this stands for Performance Evaluation Data Summary, and it aggregates annual data for a particular 1-year time period. You have PES references. This is reference data used by the system. There are a number of lookup tables and things that need to get referenced by the system. That is all stored here. PES trend summary data. This is actually kind of similar to this stuff up here, except it takes this annual data and aggregates it from multiple years and creates multiple trend graphs. And the ESS one does it for employee satisfaction surveys, and the PER does it for performance evaluation reviews. This is a help file that can pop up when needed. Don't worry about it, but it needs to be there. This one here, test employee performance reviews. We're going to look at this in the next video. This is a template file. This is the bread and butter. This is what is used to create the initial performance review for each employee. And this is kind of the building block of the whole system. So that's the system. Those are the components to the system. Don't touch them. Don't move them around within this folder. The only one you should ever really open is this one, CCHD Performance Evaluation System. This is kind of your gateway into the program. Like I said earlier, you can move around the Performance Evaluation System folder and all its components. You can move that around. This will probably eventually go on the V drive for folks to access. But don't move things around within this folder. Leave them where they be. The only one you're going to want to open is this one, which actually we're going to open right now to finish up the video. And you guys didn't see that. I'm actually working off of 2 screens. It opened on the other screen. But here's what popped up. I'm going to move it over here so you can see it. So this is the initial splash screen when you open it up. Notice it's read only. Okay. Which actually means that multiple people can be using this at one time, which is good. These are the different functions that can be used, that are accessed here. You'll see create a new employee evaluation workbook, which we'll look at in the next video. You'll see access an existing employee workbook, that'll be looked at. We'll then have a video on annual summaries, and then we'll have a video on multi-year trend summaries, okay? And then we'll finally have a video on the reference data, all right? And as you can see as I walk through that earlier in this video, I told you that there were different template workbooks that do this stuff, and you'll see that in subsequent videos. So that's the system, and in the next video, we're going to look at creating a new employee workbook. Real quick before we leave, I do want to show you, if you haven't already, go to YouTube, search Local Health Department Accreditation, the key documents, find this video, FAB Workforce Development Training for New York State Local Health Departments. This will give you an overview of some basic concepts that might be valuable. The tool that we developed here supports